So, Shazam. Hey guys, so I'm excited to say that I caught an early screening of Shazam, the next DCEU film, and I got to see a movie 2 weeks early, and that's pretty crazy because if I really think about it, that means that I'm one of the first people in the world to see this movie, and it makes me feel less insecure about myself. Of course I'm kidding, but I've never seen a movie this early before it came out. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually seen a movie before the opening day. So, this is a big thing for me. But that's the reason I was so excited to watch this movie, and I just saw Shazam. I'm here to do my non-spoiler review. The trailers for this movie didn't really show anything, and I really mean that, which was really great, really refreshing to see, so I'm not going to give away anything about this movie. You're safe with me, but basically what I'm going to tell you about the summary of this movie is what you already know. Kid turns into Shazam and, you know, everyone has a party. I'm just kidding, of course, there's more to the movie than that, a lot more. But that's why I'm not giving anything away. I will say that I cannot wait for the world to see this movie on April 5th. Now, when I first saw the trailer for Shazam, I was sold. I was like, this should be an entertaining film. Absolutely. This should be probably nothing more than an entertaining film. I know you guys just want me to get to it, so here it is. This is the best DCEU movie. This is way better than I could have ever imagined. I forgot that I was watching a movie when I saw this. Okay, I don't want anybody to have skyrocketing expectations for this movie because that might lead to you guys being disappointed, which I wouldn't understand that at all because there's just way too much to love about this movie. Once again, I ain't gonna spoil anything. Being a person who absolutely loves movies, I know what it's like to get a movie spoiled for you, and I hate it just as much as you do. Probably. I mean, maybe you don't care about spoilers, but, you know, anyways, that's not the point. I'm not going to spoil anything, and that's that. I'm not like that. You probably don't want this movie spoiled for you, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm getting way off track, so let's just dive into this. Let's start off with the performances first. Zachary Levi was great in the movie. There wasn't a second where I didn't buy him. As an adult superhero who has the mind of a 15-year-old kid. Oh, but you look like you're a kid. I'm 16, okay? It's a year older. I'm basically an adult. Grazer in the film is also really good, as well as the family. Everyone in this movie pretty much worked, to be honest. Nobody's performance I thought really wasn't good. I mean, there was this one doctor lady, but she's not in the film that much, so it didn't really matter. The comedy in this movie is basically, I would think, what you were going to the movie to see, because that's what they focused on in the trailers, and all the jokes landed. Every single one. I mean, of course some were weaker than others, but they all landed. Actually, there was maybe one joke that was a little out of place, but, you know, who cares? I mean, it's really hard to make every single joke land, and they made every single joke land except for one that I can remember, but they pulled off the comedy in this movie very well, so it doesn't really matter. I can get over that one joke that fell a little flat. It felt like almost a PG Deadpool at times, not because there was any fourth wall breaking or anything, but how they subtly made fun of cliches in superhero movies at times, which I thought was really clever. This movie had a surprising amount of depth and heart to it. It made you feel for Billy Batson. It made you feel for Jack Dylan Grazer's character, to the point where it almost made me feel like tearing up in parts. And that is way more than I could ask for, especially for a movie like this. This movie, once again, was just so clever at times too. It wasn't just dumb fun. Like, the writing was actually impressive, and like I said, they made fun of superhero cliches. There was a couple parts in the movie where I'd be thinking, you know, that doesn't really makes sense. I've seen that before in a superhero film, and then it kind of makes a joke addressing that, and I was like, oh my god. And since it's part of the DCEU, you will get some references to other people in the same universe and stuff. I also really liked the villain in this movie. He was so menacing at times, and I was really glad I did. I mean, this movie just kept surprising me as I was watching it, and I was just kind of blown away. I also really liked the song choices in this movie. They really amped up some scenes in the film. Now, here comes the part that some people will find disappointing. I do have one issue with the film. It's nothing major, but something does happen in the third act of the movie that was a little extra. but it was kind of funny. I just thought that it didn't really need to happen, but that was it. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much everything else in this movie I loved. So overall, Shazam is a super fun and super clever movie with great performances across the board. It's an extremely effective superhero movie that touches on a lot of good themes and makes you care about the characters as well as having great jokes to keep you on board. Please go see this movie when it comes out. Shazam is amazing, and I'm going to give it an A. Seriously, anyone who was kind of iffy on this movie when they watch the trailer, I guarantee is going to be extremely surprised when they actually watch it. You guys have to wait 2 weeks longer than me to see this movie, so haha, take that. I'm kidding, don't get offended, but this is my favorite movie of 2019 so far. I know I said that about Us, but this movie took that title, so see it, enjoy it. It's great. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. I'd really appreciate it if you did. And as always, Shazam!